Hi and welcome to Invisible Traffic 2017 ball. It's the spring ball this year. Last year it was the Vision Launch ball. We opened the doors for Tamar House in November in 2016. We've now got referrals and we're nearly to capacity and we're supporting women with long-term aftercare. Tonight is a celebration of all our volunteers. The volunteers amaze us every time they come through the doors. They give their time, they give their energy, and most of all they give their passion. We have volunteers from all walks of life. We do have men that support us as well. We have men that come in and help with the maintenance, some of the blue jobs that us women can't do. We have men that will help us with fundraising, with support that we may need. So to you men as well, thank you. Everybody's got a skill and everybody comes week on, week out to give their time to help these women in need. It's amazing, it's heartwarming. Sometimes it can be quite tearful to see that the passion that these women put into Tamar House. It's not just one person who can make this happen. It's a group of women coming together and we all support each other, and it's just amazing to be part of this project. Okay, so you're about to see a short film about what it's like volunteering for Tamar House. So have a good evening. Thank you.
I'd heard about human trafficking, but I didn't know a lot about it. So when I became involved and read more and did some research, I felt absolutely furious that in the 21st century some people seem to find it acceptable to own not just another human being but their labour as well. And when you consider that the labour is sexual exploitation as a woman, goodness me.
I heard about the project through church. At one point I sort of thought to myself, well, you know, am I really doing much? And thought that I probably had some skills that I could offer. I like to think that the ladies think of me as a bit of a mother figure really, and for some of them, you know, a good mother role model wasn't part of their life.
Well, when I heard about the charity, I felt that it would be something that I could be really passionate about, because I have a passion for women who have become victims through their vulnerability. And I've also been through trauma in my own life, and I felt that I could have empathy and understanding to help and support these women.
I feel like it was just something that I've always wanted to get into, like helping in that area, because it's just basically brushed under the rug and not really dealt with, and it is a huge issue.
Once you do become part of Invisible Traffic, when you go out and you're talking to people outside of the invisible traffic or the human trafficking circle, you become a bit of a bore, because like your eyes are opened to trafficking and to vulnerable women, and you see it everywhere. Because you're so passionate about what you do, you want to tell everybody. But because we're so passionate, you know, we keep plugging away so that people become aware and can join us, or at least pass the message on.
You're not just a number when you come here, it's absolutely, you feel part of the family as soon as you join. I just kind of slipped straight into it straight away, and the people that are here are like-minded people like myself.
Things can be challenging, and you can have to deal with some challenging behaviour sometimes. We're given really good training and support, and so I don't feel out of my depth.
Everybody brings everything different, but everybody also has the chance to develop and try something new, and if you can't do something or you struggle with something, you can ask somebody for help and they can show you how to do it.
And I love the fact that everyone works together as a team, and it's so fantastic that we all want to make the same difference in helping these girls to eventually live normal lives.
Before I was just kind of going on with my everyday life and just like waiting for things to come to me, but here I feel like I'm actually doing something with my life.
We need a house like Tamar House because there is nothing else out there like us. We are the only one. These girls are looking over their shoulder constantly. They are worried. On the back of that, they may fall into a category of their only way out is to go for a drink or the alternative, and we want to enhance their lives, they want to develop their lives, they want to fulfill their lives in every way possible, and we can do that. And again, I keep going back to it, but we need support and we need funding.
It's true that we've only got limited facilities and we don't receive any government or local government funding. But as a body of volunteers and women, we really believe that the survivors of human trafficking should have the opportunity to get their lives back on track.
I just think that these days people aren't given like a progressional time to get better from trauma and things that they've been through, and with Tame Our House it's actually giving them time to get back into society instead of just being like chucked in at the deep end.
We know that we're doing an essential job, but it's really tip of the iceberg stuff, and we really need to sort of, we need to have the funding to be able to sustain this and then slowly grow and expand it. Sustainable funding would be brilliant.
If I had one wish for Invisible Traffic, it would be that we were recognised as a charity throughout the whole of the UK. I think I'd want it to be more noticed. There'll be more awareness about it. I think I'd want there to be more awareness about trafficking in general, and I think there should be more houses like this, and the government should be supporting how much of an important cause it is, and it's a big problem that more people should be getting involved with and helping out instead of ignoring it.
If I'm talking about the present time, the wish would be to have more funding, so that we've got sustainability for Invisible Traffic, and that we can reward people that are doing such an amazing job, because we need to live too, and we need to be able to do the best job that we can, and that needs some funding.
To see it grow, to see it expand, as in, yeah, maybe more houses, but to still maintain that sort of family aspect.
Funding to make this a long-term project that we could then go on and educate young women, older women, and anybody who came through our door who has been a victim of trafficking.
The wish that I would have for these women is that I'd want to take the pain away that they have due to their horrific experiences.
Now that you know where all the money goes to, thank you very much. Dig deep, enjoy, eat, drink, and help support Invisible Traffic.